Hello guys, welcome to TMX Adventures. Lisa here. Hey, it is scorching hot today. I don't know, it must be 30 something degrees. Please excuse the Christmas decorations. I was on a Christmas cooking class last night presenting the awesome cookies in a jar, and I haven't changed my background because pretty much I just want to get on for a minute and show you how to make something really amazing really quickly. So with that in mind, I turned the computer on, and of course then my software wouldn't work with all my cameras. So I had to restart the computer and go from scratch. But welcome, if you are new here today, my name is Lisa Keegan. I'm a consultant and team leader for Thermomix in Australia, and I've been doing this for 11 years. Well, not turning up online, but consulting for 11 years. Team leader for 9, I think. But you'll find me on here most days just keeping it real and showing you what I make in my kitchen. So occasionally things go pear-shaped. When they do, hopefully we learn together, because that's what it's about. I don't edit these, I don't change them. Sometimes you don't get to see the ending, you have to watch them on YouTube or rely on photos because it is real life. I can guarantee you the moment this comes out in a second from the Thermomix, my children will be wanting it. So please excuse Christmas decorations. Let's get started. I'm making the most amazing fruit ice cream. It is so incredibly simple. I'm going to bring up the scales. Now, this recipe has been around since I started as a consultant. I used to have to know it by heart. We need some sugar to start off with. We could swap this for honey. We could leave it out altogether. It really depends on what fruit, and if you're doing something like lemons, you want more sugar to compensate. We're now going to make icing sugar. This trick never gets old. It was the thing that sold me on a Thermomix all those years ago. Just closing that screen off, and you can make this in whatever model you've got. I'm going to go up to speed 10. I'm going to give it 10 seconds. And after the 10 seconds, I push the button. I didn't let it count down today. If you are new-ish to your Thermomix, you might have used guided cooking where it presets everything and it always counts down. I didn't set it, so it was counting up, and I had to use it's the silver button, but I call it the emergency stop, but it is the stop, to stop it. But now I've got 10 seconds on the screen. How do I get rid of it? I swipe it, and it takes it back to 0. You can also hold it down for 3 seconds. Some people prefer to do that. I like to just swipe it. 3 seconds seems like a long time in Thermi world. So I've made icing sugar, which is the dust you could see coming out the top. I tell you, that never gets old. If you don't want sugar in this, leave it out. It depends what fruit you're using as to whether you're going to want that or not. Bringing up the scales. Now, I pre-froze mango the other day. Hello, Kelly. Lovely to see you. And I've just roughly chunked it back up. I tried to leave it out to defrost enough to kind of break it apart, but it literally is just melting. It is 32 degrees, and the humidity, there's storms over somewhere out west, and it's just crazy. 570, you can go up to about 600 with it. And then an egg white, the magic ingredient. Now, if you're not going to do an egg white, you can do some cream, 100 grams of cream. You won't get the same texture, but you get the idea. You could do a frozen banana. There's lots of things you could do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, there's 2 ways. TM6 owners, you can use blend. Okay, you can blend this down. I'm going to show you how to do it as if you've got a TM31 or a TM5. I'm going to show you manually, okay, because I think that's really invaluable to understand how to do things manually. If you decide, hey, I want to make this old-fashioned recipe in my Thermomix, how do I do it? So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to chop this down. I'm not going to actually use the time because I'm going to use my ears to listen for when it's done. So I'm going to go up to speed, let's go 6. Now it's kind of stuck to the sides, so I need to get my spatula, okay? What I'm looking for is it to be smooth. Okay, I'm looking for a smooth paste. If you have berries in there, like your strawberries and things like that, it takes a long time. They've got a high water content, whereas your mango has a high sugar content. But you want it to be smooth because this is the magic tool. Okay, this is your butterfly. It goes behind the knuckle or the point, if you can find those. And by the way, remember I've got 24 seconds on the screen. I want to swipe that off. So I dig around until I hit my high blades. You can see they're there. Okay, and I just put it behind. I don't want this to melt too much. I'm hoping this froths on me. Now it may not because it did start melting a lot. You actually want your fruit to be quite frozen, but when it was quite frozen, I couldn't cut it into the chunks that I'd actually pre-froze. Probably should have laid it out flat on a tray on baking paper or the Thermomix, frozen it like that and then cracked it off and then put it in a bag, because by the time it went in the bag and a few more things went on it in the freezer, it's compacted down into one big hunk again, which is why I got stuck. Okay, maximum speed on the butterfly is speed 4. Let's go up to speed 4 together. I'm just going to let the timer go up because I'm staying at my Thermomix. I could put 1 minute on and walk away, but I'm going to stay here and watch what it does, and let's see if we can get it whipped up today. As I said, it might not whip up because it's already defrosted so much being so hot, but it'll still be tasty even if it doesn't whip, so don't stress too much about that. It is aerating a bit though. You can see the colour changing in there. That's what we want, okay? This is getting creamy. By the time we add the butterfly in though, the butterfly is not going to chop. It's only going to aerate. So make sure any lumps and bumps are gone. It is smooth, it is pasty when you add the butterfly. I actually suspect I've got one lump in there. Can you see my Thermomix doing a bit of a little dance? That's telling me there's probably a hunk in there that didn't get mashed up before. I'm not that worried. If it was lots of hunks, we'd have a problem. But I suspect it's just one, and I can only tell because I'm looking at the machine as it's moving, and usually it won't move. We've been up to 58 seconds now. I might give it a little bit longer. I might give it 30 seconds longer, see if it'll whip up more. While that's happening, let me grab a bowl. Okay, so 1.5 minutes is what I gave it, okay? I've got a little bowl, got my spoon, got a spoon to serve it with. I normally get my ice cream scoop out, but look at that. That is, can you, like before we had 575 grams worth of stuff, plus probably 20 grams of egg, maybe 10 grams of egg and some sugar. We have this tiny little bit, and look at how much it's puffed up. Some of that is an air hole, so don't be too excited. And when it's not as soft as mine is, you'll see a beautiful rosette on the top. That means you've churned the lot beautifully. Hello, Anne, lovely to see you on. So look at this. See, there goes that air bubble I told you about. But look at that, soft serve ice cream, in what, less than 2 minutes in the Thermomix. You know what's in it, right? You know every ingredient that's in this. It is beautiful. Just a clause on this. You know that I spoke about the fact that I cut up the mangoes and I froze them. Store-bought mangoes, pre-frozen, can be really sad at times. They taste like cardboard, not like mango. Do yourself a favor and grab those misfit mangoes that the supermarkets sell discounted this time of year, or a box that's reduced to clear, and freeze those. Cut them, take chunks out and freeze them, okay? Another tip on mangoes, when you cut it, cut the cheeks, but don't cut the little side wedges. They've got a lot of hair in a lot of the varieties, and it can make it a bit chewy. So just cut your cheeks really close to the seed, but you know those little bits left on the side, just eat them, don't freeze them, okay? But otherwise, check that out. How cool is that? That is Mango Fruity Dream. It is a winner. I mean, you can put coconut in it, mangoes in it, things like that, but beautiful, fresh. I can't wait to have it and go jump in the pool because it is really hot today. But otherwise, share this video with friends and family who need to see the Thermomix. If you need to get a hold of me, I normally have a QR code, I don't today. Go to my website, grab that information, give this a go. If you haven't made it, you are missing out this summer, okay? But otherwise, take care and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.